Hi everyone, my name is Alina Mendoza and this is my very first YouTube video, and I just wanted to say thank you to anybody that's here listening to what I have to say. So this is my first YouTube video and I am on here because I am going to be sharing a part of my journey. For a long time I've put myself into a box and tried to just focus on one thing, but I'm not that type of person. I enjoy doing a lot of things, and with that I also have realized that I enjoy sharing my journey so much. I enjoy documenting it, and I want to share that part of the process along with all of the very diverse things that I enjoy doing. So just the basics. My name's Alina and I live in San Diego, California. I was born here. I was actually raised in a small town in Colorado from about 8 years old until I was about 20. And then I moved back to San Diego, and I've been back in San Diego for about 17 years. So everybody can guess my age if you're good at math. Since I moved to San Diego a while back, I started working in real estate. I am still working in real estate and have been for the past 17 years. Besides that, I've also been a photographer, or still am a photographer, and I love traveling and have traveled to Morocco numerous times. It's a big part of my journey, a big part of my story, and I'll be sharing more about that later. And I also sell vintage Moroccan rugs. So those are just a few of the things that I do and I enjoy doing. And so the purpose of this YouTube channel is really to allow myself to express myself. I enjoy expressing myself. I enjoy talking. It brings me joy. It brings me energy. So whenever there is an opportunity for me to share more of my journey with others, like, I love doing that. So it's also something that's really cool for me too, because I'm able to document my life, and with that I'm able to see how much I've grown and see where I've come from. So I really enjoy that part of the process as well. So I do that through a lot of different ways. Like I said, I do photography, but I also write a lot. I write poetry, I write blog posts, and I journal a lot. So a lot of my journey is also just like, ever since I was young, I've always journaled, I've always wrote, and ever since then, I've noticed like there's these things that I've manifested into my life because I've written them down and they're forefront of my mind. And so, you know, you can't achieve anything without some action. Sure, sometimes there's luck, there's serendipitous things that happen that can put you onto a path that can kind of seem like it just appeared out of thin air, but I really believe in the power of writing things down. A lot of what my life is now, I actually wrote about when I was 14 years old, and you know, my small bedroom in my small Colorado town that I grew up in. And I really am, like, I wrote in my journal when I was 14 years old that I wanted to be a real estate agent and I wanted to be a photographer, and I'm all of those things now. So I do a little bit less photography now. I do photography more so for myself whenever I love capturing my home through photography. Obviously the rugs. When I travel, I love documenting my travel through photography as well. So it is very much a big part of my life and a huge, I'll go into that. That's a whole other video, but I do want to talk about my photography journey, where that's taken me, what I've learned through it, how it helped me, and along with that, just share more stories of kind of where I've been, there's been these kind of critical, crucial moments that have been like these transitions in my life. And so I will be sharing more of that on here. So, you know, I also, a big part of it for me too, why I wanted to create this is I'm living more in the present now. Most of my life, I've always had this like destination of where I wanted to go. When I was in Colorado, I wanted to be in San Diego. Now I've been in San Diego and I want to move to Morocco. And so I've kind of like always lived my life thinking of the future. And just up until very recently, I've kind of released this control of what that looks like, because I think I've put too much of my focus on what the future looks like instead of just enjoying the present moment. And so it's crazy. I am living in my dream loft that I dreamt about 15 years ago. And I was almost getting caught up about a year ago where I wasn't even enjoying it, because I was like, oh, I just want to move to Morocco. I don't want to be in San Diego anymore. So I kind of like created my dream life, and then once I achieved it, it's like, oh, but I have somewhere else that I want to be now. I have other things that I want to be doing that are not the things that I actually made it a goal to do, like, and to be. And so, you know, you create that, and then it's like you give yourself no time to celebrate. So that's kind of this cycle that I noticed that I was in. And just since the beginning of this year, I started just enjoying my life. I'm like, wow, like I am living in this beautiful loft in downtown San Diego with floor to ceiling windows. I have all these beautiful Moroccan rugs around me because of my travels over there. And I work for a great real estate company, and we're very successful. And at the same time, I'm also able to have this balance of going to Morocco regularly, traveling, and also focusing on the things like this that also bring me a lot of joy in my life. So it's not just like work, 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 work. It's like I also have these other things that I need to do that really honor myself and take care of myself. If I were not doing these things, like I have to do these things. There's no compromise. Like I'm just that type of person that I have to creatively express myself in some way. I have to create in some way. And so at the same time, I'm having a lot of fun doing it because I'm just living my life and having fun for really the first time ever. Because I mean, not that I wasn't having fun before, but my mindset has just shifted, and now it's like, I like my life right now, where I am right now, not Alina in 2 years or 5 years, like Alina right now. So this is my YouTube channel. My name is Alina Mendoza. You can also find me on Instagram at Alina Mendoza. It's A-L-I-N-A, Mendoza, M-E-N-D-O-Z-A. And yeah, I'm just gonna be sharing a lot of different things that I'm trying. I'm just having more fun. You know, I went skiing earlier this year. I went bike riding, which does not seem like a big deal, but I hadn't been bike riding since I was a kid, so that was a lot of fun. And I'm gonna be going to Morocco in November to go visit my fiance, which is a whole other story and a whole other journey, being in a long distance relationship. And so that is something that I'll also be sharing, and I know in the future him and I will be sharing, you know, more of our journey together as well. So in November, I'll be going to Morocco, and I'll also be trying kite surfing for the first time too, because my fiance is a kite surfing instructor. So I need to learn how to kite surf. So I'm very, very excited. I love being on the water. I love the wind. And so I think it's just, you know, you just got to feel the fear and do it anyways. And I'm really excited because those elements are like my elements. I love the water. I love the wind. I love the wind blowing through my hair. Like, If anybody knows me and has seen my photography, like the wind is blowing, do not touch your hair, please. For the love of God, do not fix your hair. The wind is like doing its magic in your hair, you know? Just let it be, please. Okay, anyways, that's it. Once again, my name is Alina Mendoza, and I'll see you next time. Bye.